a coronavirus test, which you can take at home, is being blocked by the FDA. Researchers at UW developed it. And tonight, the FDA will not let people get their results. KIRO 7's Allison Grandy talked with patients who took the test, and she explains it is not the first hurdle for these cutting-edge researchers.
I was just curious, like everyone is.
Bruce Berger lives in Seattle. He got a coronavirus test kit from Seattle Coronavirus Assessment Network delivered to his house on Monday.
Maybe twice a day I cough, and every time anyone coughs now for the last 2 months, they think, oh my gosh, I wonder if I have it. And I'm in great health, so I'm not worried really.
He sent the swab back to the University of Washington lab that same day, but instead of getting results,
And then on Wednesday, when I went online to get my result, I saw this notice that they're not allowed to do any more tests.
the FDA temporarily shut down the scan testing, claiming the program needs federal emergency use authorization before it can release results to participants. This isn't the first time these researchers ran into a roadblock. Inside this same UW lab, Dr. Helen Chu was first to identify community spread of coronavirus in the United States.
We found evidence of coronavirus in 25 of the samples. And these samples that tested positive started at the end of February.
She found it when she started testing swabs sent in as part of the Seattle flu study. Even after being told by federal and state officials the flu study couldn't be refigured to test for COVID-19, she and her colleagues argued there should be more flexibility in an emergency. In March, they received emergency use authorization from the state. Now, 2 months later, the FDA says the in-home testing needs federal authorization too.
You have to be suspicious. So it's just really frustrating. It seems like this is the thing we're supposed to be doing more of, not less.
The SCAN program is heavily funded by the Gates Foundation.
So we're doing assessments to really understand where is the virus in the community.
Dr. Chu determined many of the people who took the home test weren't sick enough to go to the doctor.
If we're able to find these people early, tell them that they have coronavirus, then that would change their behavior and allow them to isolate at home and prevent transmission to others in the community.
Bruce hopes SCAN gets federal approval fast.
I hope that they can resolve whatever the concerns are and they can resume doing the testing, because it seems like it's exactly what we need to make intelligent decisions around here.
The lab can process 1,000 tests a day. They can't do that right now, so instead they've posted a survey on their website that you can take about your own health. If you're a parent, they want to know more about your children as they do all they can to stop the spread of COVID-19. Allison Grandy, KIRO 7 News.